Today at noon, we're working to learn more on a triple shooting that happened in the heart of downtown over the weekend. Police tell us the shooting hurt 3 people, including a juvenile. That shooting happened Saturday night just south of Monument Circle. It happened just before 11 o'clock Saturday night near Meridian and Washington Street. IMPD says they found a man and a boy who had been shot. They went to the hospital in stable condition. And then about 30 minutes later, a third person went to the hospital with minor injuries. Investigators say that person was injured in the incident, but that person was not directly involved. Police believe multiple people fired shots. One person was detained but were later released. Happening today, a father will be in court related to the death of his 1-year-old son. Police say that Isaiah Johnson was shot and killed by his 5-year-old brother. Investigators also found drugs, including marijuana and cocaine, in the kids' systems. The father, Deontay Johnson, is charged with multiple drug and child neglect felonies. That jury trial begins later today at 1 o'clock. Now, Isaiah's mother, Shatia Welch, was sentenced to 6 years for neglect back in February. Looking ahead to early tomorrow, Governor Braun is now moving forward with the execution of Benjamin Ritchie. His decision comes after the State Police Parole Board rejected Ritchie's clemency request. Ritchie shot and killed Officer Bill Toney during a foot chase in Beech Grove in September of 2000. Ritchie's legal team now is asking the Supreme Court to intervene. That's the final option to stop the lethal injection. That is now set for early tomorrow morning. Cleanup is now underway today after many Indiana communities were hit by damaging storms. It all happened on Friday night, and one of the strong storms produced a tornado that was captured on camera in Monroe County. And now we know how many tornadoes came through and how strong they were. The National Weather Service confirmed 2 EF2 tornadoes in central Indiana, one of them in Greene County, another across Monroe, Brown, and Bartholomew counties. 2 EFOs touched down in Sullivan County and Putnam County as well. Storm relief supplies are now available in Monroe County. Those impacted by the storm can now pick up tarps and totes if they head over to Sherwood Oaks Christian Church. That's available today from 5 until 8 o'clock and also 5 until 8 o'clock on Tuesday as well. Also, if you want to help, the church is also taking donations of only tarps and totes until 5 o'clock today and until noon and 5 tomorrow. It's now 12:02 on this Monday. Here's a live look outside. Word is this is going to be the warmest day of the week. It was pretty chilly out there this morning for our morning walk, but it also kind of felt very refreshing.
It is refreshing here. And, you know, we were showing those scenes of the damaged homes. And I would like to stress, if you haven't had a chance to tarp your roof, to try to get it done as soon as you can. Because we are going to have heavy rain coming in tonight into tomorrow morning. So please be aware of that. In addition to that, possibly some more severe storms again tomorrow. So please buckle up. Let's show you what's going on for today. Ann mentioned it feels refreshing. Yeah, we definitely have some drier air, and I will tell you, it's eating away at precipitation potential here. A couple of sprinkles, passing shower. I certainly won't rule that out, but a lot of the clouds are going to be harmless for today. We're at 68 in Indy. It's 72 in Shelbyville. Dew points in the 40s and lower 50s. So relatively the air is dry here. If you're going out to the track today, last day of practice, sunshine, clouds, and there you go. Pleasant conditions, an easterly wind in the middle 70s. Anything but pleasant over the central part of the country where there is a moderate risk of where we're expecting a severe weather outbreak to unfold here from Springfield, Oak City, good portion of eastern Oklahoma. That is our weather player. It will be different when it gets here tomorrow. It's going to come in a couple of different chunks. Keep an eye on the clock. This is at midnight. As we go into tomorrow, once we head toward 2 or 3 a.m., fair game to hear some heavy rain pounding your roof. There will be a lot of lightning. What we get tonight, what we get early in the morning, early in the day, won't be severe. Street flooding, potential, yes. What we're going to wait and watch on is this right here. This is by 3 p.m. Unfortunately, we're going to see some of these things spin and possibly have some severe damage in terms of wind. We'll have more on this and the cooling trend behind it leading into race weekend here in a few minutes. We'll see you then.
All right, thank you so much. And now we do have some breaking news from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The two-time defending Indy 500 winner Joseph Newgarden and 2018 winner Will Power will now start at the end of the grid come race day Sunday. Both of them failed tech inspections during the qualifying over the weekend. Team Penske drivers will now start 32nd and 33rd in the Indy 500. On Sunday, after Fast 12 qualifying began, the Penske cars of Power and Newgarden abruptly pulled out of line. Both headed back to Gasoline Alley. IndyCar announced that the two cars had failed pre-qualifying tech inspection and would not be allowed to qualify. Today, IMS President Doug Bowles addressed the changes.
When we left here on Saturday, we left here with the 30 fastest cars locked in. Some folks have asked me, why would you not remove the two cars? Those two cars, the 2 and the 12, qualified on Saturday. They had passed tech. We did not see anything illegal with those cars in tech. So therefore, we are starting the 33 fastest cars in the Indianapolis 500. The 2 and the 12 just happened to start at the back.
Both cars and crews are facing penalties, including both cars being fined $100,000. Right now, our sports crew is out at the track right now. Dominic Miranda is following up on this, talking with people at the track, and we'll have much more on 13 News later today, starting here at 4 o'clock. Also breaking news now, an off-duty Anderson police officer has been shot on Indy's northeast side near Arsenal Tech School. Right now, IMPD telling 13 News they're looking for 2 suspects. It happened as the off-duty officer was trying to recover his stolen vehicle. IMPD says it happened near Woodruff Place West Drive in East Michigan just before 6:30 this morning. The off-duty officer has minor injuries and is in the hospital in good condition.
Those individuals choosing to use a firearm, committing reckless acts, putting innocent individuals in danger, individuals within our community, this will not be tolerated, and we continue to say we will continue to do our part and go after these individuals and remove the small amount of individuals committing these acts from within our community and hold them accountable.
Arsenal Tech and Harshman Middle School both on lockdown as a precaution today, and those lockdowns lifted around 9:15 this morning. If you know anything about these incidents, you are urged to call Crime Stoppers, and we'll have more on this shooting coming up here on 13 News at noon at 12:30 and also on our WTHR mobile app. Right now, Indiana State Police are investigating a death along I-70. This is on the east side. It happened around 8:15 this morning and has caused significant traffic delays and backups. The right 2 lanes were closed near Sherman Drive, and INDOT cameras show a large police presence around one of the vehicles there. We are now working to learn what happened, and as we learn more, we'll bring it to you. Today, 2 women are now facing charges in a child sex crimes investigation into a Brownsburg daycare. The owner of that business, Main Street University for Kids, is Nancy Minton, and the director, Jennifer Lindbeck, are facing 7 charges each, both arrested on Friday. And today, the charges are now publicly available. They're both charged with multiple counts of obstruction of justice and failure to make a report. Both are charged with 1 count of neglect of a dependent. These charges stem after a former daycare employee there, Gabriel Garner, is facing child molestation and child exploitation charges. He's facing a total of 43 charges after police identified at least 6 victims there between the ages of 3 and 5 years old. Today, the WNBA is investigating alleged racial comments that were directed at WNBA player Angel Reese by fans yesterday at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Actually, that game was on Sunday. The Players Union says it supports, on Saturday rather. The Players Union says it supports the investigation and condemns all forms of hate and discrimination. And we now have a statement from Mel Raines, who is the head of PSNE, saying, quote, "We are aware of the allegations of inappropriate fan conduct, and we are working closely with the WNBA to complete their investigation. We stand firm in our commitment to provide a safe environment for all WNBA players." The Fever did win that season opener over the Sky on Saturday. There was an incident in the 3rd quarter. That's where Caitlin Clark got a flagrant foul for hard contact on Reese. Now there are allegations of hateful comments from the crowd. How about them Pacers? The blue and gold now taking on the Big Apple. Yep, the Pacers are getting ready for the Eastern Conference Finals at Madison Square Garden against the Knicks on Wednesday. Check it out. Here's a tweet from the team. It shows a cartoon of the guys riding the subway. You can see Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam, Andrew Nebhard, and Aaron Nesmith. Also, don't miss the little Easter eggs, like the time being 8:09. That's for Reggie Miller's 8 points in 9 seconds. You can also see his iconic choke pose as an ad there on the subway car. So here's the schedule. Games 1 and 2, Wednesday and Friday nights on the road in New York. Then the series comes back here to Indy, game 3 and 4. Game 3 on Sunday night, game 4 Tuesday, May 27th. You can read more about the Pacers playoffs as they get ready for this big matchup. We're at practice today and we'll bring you continuing coverage here on 13 News. Also in racing, we now know who is sitting on the top of the pole for the field of 33. Robert Schwartzman is now the first rookie to claim the Indy 500 pole in more than 4 decades. And today he was out there, center of attention, smiling for the camera, along with the other 2 drivers and all their crews. This is the front row photo, everybody. It's a tradition for the 500 taken on the Monday after the qualifications for the pole. The other 2 drivers in that front row, Takuma Sato and Pato Award. We are counting down to this weekend. It is the biggest weekend of the month, and it kicks off Friday, Carb Day. Saturday, we've got the AES 500 Festival Parade. Sunday, of course, is Race Day. We have everything you need to know about the times and details at WTHR.com/Indy500. But perhaps the most important information is, what is the weather going to be like? So let's get over to Sean with a look ahead.
Let's just say, thank goodness tomorrow is not race day. We're going to break down the stormy Tuesday, and then we'll have all the weekend events coming up in the 7-day forecast.
Former President Biden diagnosed with an advanced form of prostate cancer. I'm Alice Barr in Washington. Coming up, the latest on what we know about his condition and the well wishes pouring in.